Hello students, I am Professor Nilesh Bhalerao from Department of BBA IB, and today we are going to discuss the topic bandwidth requirement under the course of E-commerce Technology 506. So students, today we'll start with the basic understanding of bandwidth. So bandwidth is nothing but the amount of data which are allotted or transferred from a single computer to a host computer. It is also called as a web server, or it is also called as a hosting. Hosting is the technical term. In upcoming videos, we'll understand how you can book your domain with hosting. Creation of website requires two important things. First one is the data which you require or the budget of your website. This includes all the uploads and downloads, both HTTP and FTP. So to understand this line, first of all you have to understand the long form of HTTP is Hypertext Transfer Protocol and FTP stands for File Transfer Protocol. So as we understand that when your website is created, we have to always uploaded and downloaded the data again and again, and customer or the visitor come to your website, they also access your data. So bandwidth depends on your web page size. So as well as the number of visitors to your websites and the number of pages they visited. It will help you to understand the bandwidth requirement, that how much data you require to make your website flexible. Your bandwidth is mostly determined by your device, your internet service provider, which is also called as ISP, and the bandwidth they promise you. A simple example about this line we have to take in day-to-day life, that Jio Internet is the best internet service provider, and they provide some of the internet plan to surf on the internet, right? And internet data speed which are measured in KB, MB and GB, where KB stands for kilobytes, MB stands for megabytes and GB stands for gigabytes. So these are some certain measurements area where you can understand the bandwidth and the flow, and which are directly affected the speed of your internet. So moving forward, the important 2 points about this bandwidth is the calculation, that how you can calculate your bandwidth, as well as the management of your bandwidth. If you clearly understand that how to calculate the bandwidth, you can manage your website anytime with the certain data process. So with the first point, a simple formula that we understand the bandwidth is nothing that monthly website visitor into average page views into average web page size. As we discussed in previous, that page sizes depend upon the data fluctuated. So to understand this line, we take one simple example which will help you to understand the calculation of bandwidth. That if you get 5,000 visitors a month, with the average visitor opening roughly 3 web pages, and each web page is nearly or approximately 2 MB in size, this means your bandwidth usage is as follows. So we put up these numbers with the simple formula as we discussed, that the monthly website visitor is 5,000, then average page views is 3, and average web page size is up to 2 MB. So 5,000 into 3 into 2 is equal to 25,000. 25,000 MB is the total data usage, which are nearly equivalent to 25 GB per month. So it will be the calculated bandwidth of a certain example website. So by estimating your bandwidth usage in this way, you can predict that how much data you require, how much data you have to store on web serving, on hosting, which will help you future bandwidth requirements. And if you understand the calculation of bandwidth, you will also understand the last but not the least point, bandwidth management, which are directly connected. That bandwidth management consists of hosting and data management, as we discussed in previous terms. So bandwidth management is nothing but the hosting area. So as we understand the definition of hosting, when a hosting provider allocates a space on a web server for a website to store its file, they are hosting a website. That means they will give you a particular space to circulate, to access, to store your website data. Web hosting makes the files that compromises a website. So it will compromises, make it flexible in the form of code, images, video, audio, etc. It is depend upon the maintainer or the owner of the website as per the available process of online viewing ownership. Website management also contain web hosting, which are the best business of housing, serving and maintaining the files for one or more website. There are n number of websites. So I just give you a best example of bandwidth management. That you see, a best example is Amazon.com. When you open that website on mobile, it will be flexible. On you can open it on computer, it will be flexible. So they create a website which will show you all the product information with their images, video, audio, all the buying cart procedure, online selling procedure. It is depend upon hosting. So hosting part is connected with bandwidth management. In upcoming videos, we will understand the detailed concept of hosting. But in today's session, we just understand the basic term, that what is the exact role of hosting. More important than a computer space that is provided for a web or website, the files is the fastest connectivity to the internet. So computer storage is different and web storage is different. So as we understand, web storage is depend upon the hosting facility which is related to the website management. So this is all about bandwidth requirements. Today we will understand what is the bandwidth calculation as well as bandwidth management. In upcoming video module, we will understand how you can create a website with the certain bandwidth requirement. Thank you.